and both of you mentioned the American rule of law. And speaking of the American rule of law, our founder, Mr. Miles Guo, he's right now, the CCP is waging an unrestricted legal warfare against him and is using these corrupt American law firms to extort him. And I talked to you about the issue with the anti-Semitic sources that was accepted by the courts. How does that make you feel as a Jewish person?
I mean, I'm the grandson of 2 Holocaust survivors. I think it's disgusting, and frankly, these law firms should have legal action taken against them. But what I can say is that it's not surprising because the CCP has its foot in the door of many of these law firms. Money buys lots. Money buys a lot of things, and I think the corruption needs to be addressed. But being addressed is not enough. You need to educate the public on what's really going on in China. And if the American people aren't educated about what's going on in China, it will be here before they know it, and unfortunately, it will be too late to stop. So until that is addressed, we cannot address our own issues here in the United States until the issues there are addressed, because it will be here before we know it.
Do you think an organization like us deserve to be recognized by the international community and governments around the world?
I think that any organization that is representing a group of people, it should be legitimized. It should be at least recognized as, there are a lot of people behind this organization. I know there's a lot of people watching this live stream right now. And I think that it's important that we have, organizations like this have an ability in the international community to say stuff, because if more people talk about what's happening in China, more people will be able to understand, more people will be able to boycott in their own way what's going on over there. Because I don't think that if people knew about all the organizations here, like the law firms and all those other ones, all the news, the media that have been bought up by China, if they knew about that, I think that they wouldn't be listening. They would be unsubscribing. There would be a lot bigger of an action taken if people were aware of what's going on. So I think it's important.
I'd say one thing: there's a duty and a responsibility for organizations like this to bring awareness, especially to people in China who have no voice. Because you know what? There's one thing that can come from this. It's either fight or die. These people will never be remembered in the history books if they do not fight. They will not be able to give these amazing freedoms to their children if they do not fight. These people have to have a voice. And sometimes they have to recognize there are dangers to having a voice, but there are much greater dangers to staying silent.